So touch being massage, obviously we teach that. And awareness is the other really big piece that kind of brings about the therapy. You know, while awareness might sound like a new age kind of term, it's really relevant and present in everything we do in our daily lives and in the world. You know, whenever we're holding space, whenever we're being kind and considerate to someone, when we're just listening to someone, we're actually holding awareness for them. And putting that together with our values here at FSM, which are respect, safety, accountability, mindfulness, empowerment, and integrity. Those are our 6 values here that we instill in everything that we do. So putting all that together with massage is what creates the therapy and is what really makes our graduates stand out against other graduates. Is what's going to make you all successful as massage therapists in this industry. So yeah, our educational model here is a bit different than other schools out there. When we get to the end of tonight, there's some alum here. All of our staff and faculty are alum, so it's not just my words. You can talk to any of them and see what their experience was like. But you know, out in the mainstream world, it's very limiting sometimes in education. Here in all of our classes, we include visual, auditory, tactile learning techniques. If you were maybe that kid in school that fidgeted too much or was daydreaming too much or was coloring too much. Right, yeah. And you just needed some other kind of outlet, some other kind of creative outlet to be able to focus and do what you do. That's what we promote here. We actually talk about that in the very first week of school, about the different ways that you can help support yourself and how we want to support you in supporting yourself and being successful in education. To that point, we don't have tests here. We have what we call learning experiences. They might look like and smell like and taste like a test, and we don't eat things, but they might sound like a test of what you would find in the mainstream world. But again, here we view them truly as learning experiences because it's a point to check in and see what you know, what you've retained, what you've practiced, and then see what you're missing, see what needs some more work. And it's a chance to work on those things in a very focused way so you can learn from your own experiences, and it just supports in empowering you in your own education to be successful. So a lot of people come to school here from different directions and different walks of life. As you look around the crowd here, you know, we're not filled with 18, 19, 20-year-old, you know, freshly graduated high school kids. There's some, hi, I see you. And there's a lot of other folks here. So some come right out of high school. Some were like, oh, I didn't really like high school. There was something missing. Some people have tried college. You know, they went down that path of like starting to get a degree and was just like, this just doesn't jive. Some folks have gone on into life, maybe have had a career, have done some things, and have just been really feeling unfulfilled and starting to get to this place of self-awareness that like, this isn't what I want to be doing. I'm not happy and I'm looking for that next thing. Or, you know, we have people that have raised families and taking care of others, and now it's like my time, you know, it's time to take care of myself and do the thing that I want to do. And I really personally resonate with both of those things that I just said. So one, I got really good grades in high school on tests, and I hated the homework and I hated the mundane stuff. And so therefore, like, it looked like I didn't do well, but my teachers were like, you're smart, like, what are you doing? And it was just like that model of like sitting there and cramming information just didn't work for me. So I didn't go to college right away. I joined the Army instead. And I was like, you know, they'll teach me to do things, right? And so I did that for 12 years before I decided I'm not really happy doing this. I chose a path and I went down that path, and it served me in some ways, and it wasn't serving me anymore. And so I had to look at like doing something different, like I had to make a change in my life. And I encountered judgment. I encountered conflict from people in my life. They were like, what are you doing? You're walking away from 12 years, an Army career, all this money, all this benefits, you're never gonna find it. And even the Army was like that. And it was a really big leap for me to step out and walk away from that, to which I came to massage school. And even while I was in the Army during that 12 years, I was like, oh, I'm supposed to go to college. So I started going to school online. I was like, oh, this will be easy, it's online. And oh my God, like it was worse. I hated it. And again, it really harkened back and reminded me of my high school experience of education. And so I would like go to school for a semester and then I'd say, forget this. And I'd go to school for a semester, forget this. And I just did this and I never finished my AA. So, yeah, I got out, came to massage school here, and it was just,
It was needed.
yeah.
And that's good.
Yeah, that's right.
And you found it.
Yeah, it still gets me. It changed my life.
Yeah.
It's hot in here, y'all. And so yeah, it really changed my life. It re-taught me that I can learn, that I am smart, that I just needed this other way to do things. And I launched off into massage therapy and was really successful. Look at me now, y'all. No. So yeah, and it took me a long time to process through it all and to think about it all. And what I really realized is that, like, I can't be mad at those other ways and directions that I went in life because they served me in certain ways. They weren't really forks in the road of like, oh, I've got to choose between going this way and choosing between going that way. They were more kind of like a bridge or so that like got me from one place in my life to another, and it definitely served a strong purpose in getting me to where I am now. So that's my little testimony about coming to massage school and how it's been the best for me. I'm imagining, there could be some similar feelings and stories out there that hopefully that might resonate with you. I'm going to stop now, though, and we're going to transition to CJ. Some of y'all may have already talked to CJ in admissions here at FSM, but she's going to tell you a little bit more about our program if you haven't already heard it. And good luck, y'all. Good luck.
Thank you, guys. Thanks, girl. Hey. Hello, and welcome to the open house of Florida School of Massage. I do this so much that I'm definitely not nervous talking in front of all you guys. This is the most comfortable a person could be in front of a group of people. I am actually genuinely so glad that you guys came tonight because it gives me the opportunity to do one of my favorite things, which is talk about how much I enjoyed coming through this program here myself. One really cool fact about our school is that everybody who's a staff member here is somebody who's completed our program. That means that this program has had such an impact on their lives that they want to be part of this mission to help provide that same experience to other people as well. And I loved what Gerald was saying when he was saying it's more than just the massage. If you think about that a little bit more, even when you're giving a massage, it's more than just the massage that's happening. What goes into making the client ready, feel safe enough to receive that work, to feel like they can work with you and trust that there's going to be this collaborative effort together, It's a vulnerable process, and it takes a lot of care to teach somebody how to do that and how to have them provide that to somebody else. And we do all that here in our program. I always tell people you're going to learn massage by not only giving it, but also receiving it. And that same support we teach you to give your clients is something that you're going to experience here at our school. And I personally believe that's where that transformative aspect of our program comes in. Not only are you getting that attention that your heart needs, but it's also teaching you about what your brand of massage is going to be like once you're done with our program. That sounds cool, right? All right, great. Thank you guys so much. This is going so good. I won't bore you with my school story. The one highlight that I do want to say is that as I went through the program, I noticed something that it took me a year and a half being a massage therapist to even realize what had happened when I was in the program. And that is that being present in this program took my nervous system out of fight or flight. And maybe some of you hearing that are like, I haven't even clocked whether or not my system's in fight or flight. Like, how do I know? And actually, maybe you don't know until you get to a place that allows you to just slow down, feel your feet on the ground, and learn this really cool healing art that can help have a positive impact on the people's lives that you're working with. So yeah, doesn't that sound cool? It's like a call and answer. Okay. So one thing that I would love to do now that I have all of your attention is to speak a little bit on the flow of what it's like to be a student here. You know, I see in all of your eyes the passion to be a helpful massage therapist, to heal the world. I get that. I'm with you. So what would that process look like? Well, first, you probably want to pick a school that's going to make you prepared not only for the career, but for what it takes to get to that point, such as passing the licensing exam. I am so proud to tell you all that we have the highest pass rate of that licensing exam in the nation. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. From a more practical standpoint, as somebody who was looking at personally taking out some federal financial aid and having to leave my job to pursue something like this, it was really important that I got it right the first time. I did not have financial wiggle room to mess around about it. I was like, this needs to take me to my career, and I am so happy to tell you guys that I did pass on the first time, like many of our students do. So thank you. You don't have to clap for that. It's okay. I clap for myself. So you'll come into our school. Our instructors all have so many years of experience. Actually, what you may not know is that if you are learning the art of massage without learning how to take care of your body, the career can only really last for about 5 to 7 years. I personally am not looking to invest money into something I can't do for longer than that. And I love to say it this way, the proof's in the pudding and the pudding served here, because our instructors are all people who have been practicing for 10, 12, 25, 40 years. So there is something about how we're teaching body mechanics here at the school that is showing lasting results to our alumni. So another one for us. Now, it may surprise you to find out that our program is just a short 6 months, you know? That's going to go by in a blip. And trust me, when you're in it and you're feeling all the good feels, you're going to be like, I wish this was longer. But it is just a short 6 months, and it's like an immersive experience. So you're going to be here Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 2:30 p.m., which is... It's only like a half day, you know, you can still do something fun with your friends after. My personal recommendation would be to hang out in our beautiful 14 acres of gorgeous nature out there. Potlucks, bonfires, general memory making with your friends. It all comes together to not just teach you massage, but also teach you how to be in a community with one another. And that's another thing that gives us an edge here at our program, is that you're not just entering into a community, you're meeting your future network. So a lot of what being a massage therapist is going to be like is marketing yourself. So wouldn't it be great if there was like 30 or 40 people who already knew that you were really, really good at massage and went out into the world and were telling all their friends about that? That's how you start getting rolling in this career. Now, let's say, okay, you know what? Let's fast forward, all right? You guys have already done all the tricky stuff to get enrolled here. You're in, all right? You come to school, 8 a.m. sharp. Nobody has a problem arriving on time. I can tell by all your faces. You're going to have every day a massage class and an additional class, which means, yes, you will be giving and receiving massage every single day that you are here. I miss that. I wish I could be a student again. And then another class that's going to help fill in those cracks of like, okay, yes, you have the technical ability. Now, what is it like going into business for yourself? How is it like maintaining therapeutic relations, boundaries, and ethics? Like all of these things that you may not even be thinking about that go into this career, we got you covered. So you're going to come in here with all your things, and the classes will be super informative, really fun. We have an alternative learning environment here. What that means is you're not going to be in a stuffy classroom with like just, you know, you already know what I'm talking about. You don't need me to say more details. It's that feeling of being in other schools. You know what I mean? Here we have a casual environment. Maybe you may be surprised to find out this is actually a classroom that you are sitting in right now. What? I don't know. Where are the desks? Yeah. It's okay. I was confused too. But I will say it's way easier to take out massage tables when all you're doing is putting away floor cushions, just to put that out there. So after you have your nice 2 classes a day that give you a comprehensive education in massage therapy, next page. You'll have a 1-hour break for lunch. You can hang out in your car or go off campus if you like. I want to support whatever your journey looks like, but you should definitely stay and hang on to campus and see all of our cool things. And then, that's pretty much in a nutshell, you know. One of my favorite parts about the program is all of your classes aren't taught by just one person. We have a team of teachers for each class, which means that you're not having to learn after just one person's style or one person's way of doing things. You have the opportunity to learn from a multitude of experiences. And when we're talking about how to do proper body mechanics, maybe you want to learn from a teacher who's your height, you know, maybe that they have like the similar strength as you. I definitely went for like the other shorties in the program. I was like, what's your table height, you know, and things like that. So yeah, lots of experience and knowledge here for you to take advantage of. Now, let me ask you, are you guys ready to see this building? Yeah! All right, cool, because this is the part where we're going to break into 2 groups, and I'm going to walk you through these very halls. And it's going to be a continuation of this energy, okay? Just want to say that ahead of time. So with that in mind, you can either come in my group or you can be in Gerald's group. So I don't know, not a competition, but let's split up into 2 groups now. This is the student clinic. Now, why do we need a student clinic? Well, you do need to complete some supervised clinic hours in order to be able to get your license. Fun trivia. Back in the day, I heard there used to be a part of the licensing exam where you had to perform a live massage in front of a panel of judges. And shockingly, that was really not conducive to people performing their best massage. So what they do instead now is they have you do supervised clinic hours. Ooh, this space could be yours. Essentially what happens is you will sign up for your clinics. We will provide you those clients. We provide you your massage table. All you're bringing in are your sheets, a single pillow, depending on what you're doing. Don't worry, that's no spoilers. And your own massage ointment, either like there's so many lotions, butters, cocoa butter. And so what the supervised clinic does is it means that we have 2 teachers on staff when you're doing your clinics. So that means if you ever have any questions, you do have that resource there, so you're not frantically flipping through notes. Unless you take really good organized notes, then you know exactly where those notes are. You do have time to check those as well. The community comes in from the wild. They fill out an intake form, and then before you have FaceTime with them, we take that form and we sneak it back to you behind the scenes so that you can be like behind a curtain. Mm-hmm. And then by the time you're ready to go back in because you've answered all your questions, ready for your massage. First name? Sorry, you say their name. You're like, what are your name? You create that treatment plan, walk back, set them up in here, and then you give them a full 1-hour massage. As a matter of fact, a little bit better than when you're giving a professional massage because they have built-in time to fill out their intake form and then to come back here and have a full 60 minutes of hands-on massage. in a normal situation, you have to do the intake and the outtake in that whole hour, so you're really only getting 45 minutes. So yeah. And we can accommodate about 8 or 9 students in this room. We give you guys slots throughout the week so that you're able to schedule at a time that makes sense for you. It will be after school hours, typically during the week, but yeah, it's a lot of really good experience for you to already be adding to your resume once you're graduating from our program. You know, there is feedback that we have gotten that our students who graduate our program, once they start working, it feels more like they've been practicing for 2 years than having just graduated. So that's feedback we love to hear at the Florida School of Massage. Does anybody have any questions about this room, this vibe?
Yes. Is the bed gonna stay that low or can we raise it?
Well, that is a great question. So one of the things that we're going to teach you at the school is that we want to start you with the table being about right above your knee. Maybe somebody shorter set this up, it's okay. And then we start here and see how it feels in the body. When we're talking about the proper body mechanics that we need so we don't hurt ourselves, what we're teaching you is to keep your center of gravity towards the client so that you're not over extending your back and creating pain or injury there. That's why one thing I always tell people during the tours is this is never a situation where you should feel pain in your body while you're learning a technique and then be like, this is how it is. This is the life of a therapist. It's like, no, actually, there's so many ways to accomplish the techniques of massage that you can ask a teacher to show you a different way to do it, and they will. And there's so many different teachers that you're bound to find a different way to do that technique. So yeah, they don't always have to be this low. And I do know some alumni who, after they've graduated, end up finding their comfort with the table being a little higher as well. But at that point, you'll already know what to be paying attention to in your body and be able to adjust it to a height that works best for you.
So are we allowed to have a stool?
Yeah,
Right.
absolutely. And there
The reason why I might send, because sometimes my bike can hurt. It just seems real low.
Yeah, this is a short therapist table for sure. Oh, okay,
Yeah.
yikes. Hey guys, we're gonna start moving and I'm gonna finish answering that question. If it seems low, there are a lot of modalities that, and techniques you can do that allow you to stay in a chair. Personally, in my own practice, if I'm ever working on arms for a significant amount of time, I might be sitting in a chair doing like some hand
Yeah,
work and
not
things
the
like
whole
that.
time to sit, but
Yeah.
just.
And then
I was
some
just
neck
curious.
work can be done while you're in a stool, so you can be at that level. Yeah, alrighty guys, let's go. Yes, we're coming this way, lavender room time. Nice, I've got some gold star students here. You just stood in front of us in the first room and told us that we would never be in desks and chairs. Yeah, you're right, I'm glad you're paying attention. That was a test. No, I'm just kidding. This is the only classroom where we will have tables and chairs set up. Because we have the availability of these tables and chairs, by the way, the teachers are always really accommodating if you would prefer to work more traditionally, like if you're in a note-taking class or something like that. Typically, we'll have our note-taking classes in here. Anatomy and physiology, business and law, those types of classes will be in here where we can use this is not a projection, TVs, where we can put the material on the screen. You guys can see it. Of course, the teachers will always post any sort of materials that they use in class online as well, so you'll be able to reference those at any time. And yeah, this open area, it is not uncommon to see students who are committed to the sitting on the floor life and they want to be up there. There's a lot of flexibility to show up as you are, you know what I mean? I feel like when I was going through the program, there were so many little details like that helped me as a person with ADHD be able to focus on the actual lesson. Because I was just sitting on the ground, stretching my legs all the time. First of all, my leg and hip mobility was incredible when I was in school. Not so much anymore, but we're not going to talk about that. I wish I could explain why that made a difference, but it was just like, I was genuinely curious about the material, and I didn't have to worry about feeling uncomfortable in a chair or anything like that. So it really helped me tap into my curiosity about the material. And I love it because whenever I introduced curiosity to the classroom, the instructors met me back with that same excitement of that knowledge that they were about to share. We're always a bunch of massage nerds here. Come to just being honest, the body works in such cool ways, and you're going to learn that all in our program. In addition to being able to learn it, to be able to give that service to other people, you're also gonna be able to know how to take care of your own body better, you know what I mean? When I first became a massage therapist, I had this scary appointment where I was like, I have an appointment in 1 hour and my arms are killing me! And so I did one of the therapies that they taught us here at the school, which was a contrast therapy with hot water and cold water, where I was just boop, 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 and then within 15 minutes, my arms were better and I was ready to do that massage. And I'm here with no lasting pain from that, and it was really cool, because I don't know if you guys are like me, and you panic a little bit when something happens to your body. I'm like, this is definitely the end. I was able to basically, really quiet that fear in myself too, that I'm like, oh my gosh, one thing could happen to me, and it's like, oh. But yeah, anybody got any questions about our lecture space here?
So this is the spot where you'll be doing like the, I guess I don't know, talk about student management here.
Yeah.
And here, so will y'all go a little bit more in depth about that?
Yeah, absolutely. So
I'm talking about like during the first week of school, will y'all go in more in depth about that, the Q&A? Also, I wanna know about how long is the student clinicals, like, is it 6 weeks, is it, 3 hours per clinical days?
Yeah, that's a
I'm just
question.
curious, I wanna know those things for me, so I know how to prepare.
Absolutely,
in
and thank you
advance.
so much for asking.
Mm-hmm.
So essentially, when you start class here, you're gonna have 5 weeks of beautiful Swedish massage learning. At the end of that 5 weeks, you're gonna be able to give a full body, 1 hour massage, which, here's the thing, 5 weeks to learn a new skill like that feels incredible, and it's like really effective techniques. Once you reach that 5-week mark, that's when you're gonna have your first class about student clinic. We're gonna talk about how to do intakes, how to set up your table, how to sign up for your clinics, and essentially in general, like for the state of Florida, you need about 28 supervised clinics. Once you have that student clinic class, you're going to have sign-up sheets on all these tables. We're a little old school, we're still printing papers.
You said 28?
Mm-hmm. And then you will be, and then you'll be able to select all of the ones that you want to complete from that point to the end of the program. So you'll have a chance to schedule your own. We offer them on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays, and so you'll get to pick. It was told to me that if you did 1 clinic a week from that point till the end of your time there, and on just 2 of those weeks do 2 clinics instead, you'll be able to get all your clinics. So there is a way to do your clinics without being stressed about them. You know
How
what I
many
mean?
hours in the 1-day clinic?
Yeah, so there are 3 sessions in a single day clinic, so that's 3 opportunities to sign up. What I really want to send home is that you don't get assigned these, so you're never going to be like, oh no, I didn't know this was coming. You know, you get to pick like, maybe if the 6 o'clock session is too late, maybe you're like, you know what, that's too late for me to be driving, I'm going to try and shoot for the 2:45 or the 4:15 one, and you'd be more than welcome to do that.
So you do 3 sessions within that clinic, that student clinic day?
If you sign up for them, yeah.
Yes, okay. And so how many hours are we needing to have?
28 clinics, 1 clinic is 1.5 hours, so it's 28 times 1.5.
Okay, I'm gonna do it on that.
So a clinic is a massage?
Yeah, a clinic is a massage that you give to somebody from the community. So while you're in class, you're gonna have an opportunity to work on all the different body types in your class, but then the clinic brings in more clients that are gonna be more like the clients that you're gonna have when you're an actual massage therapist. So it's great to kind of work through all of like the, what does a process like this look like? What types of things do I have to, what do I feel nervous about? Actually, one thing that I don't feel like enough of our students take advantage of is the fact that you can ask a question mid-clinic. You can be in there and you're like, oh man, I forgot how to do range of motion on the shoulders. And then you can grab one of those teachers, because our instructors are all practicing licensed massage therapists themselves who have spent a lot of time working through a lot of those same issues that you might be experiencing as a student yourself. So yeah, it's also an opportunity to walk out of this school with a client of your own already. I know a few students in my class when I graduated walked away with 1 or 2 clients from the clinic just because they met that client, they made that connection, that client liked working with them, and then they followed them when they graduated. So yeah, it's a really good opportunity to like hit the ground running. Find your seat.
Please feel free, if you haven't already been, to come back and schedule a daytime tour. The other benefit of coming for the daytime tour is that you'll get to come back into classes again, but while class is actually happening. So you'll get to like see what real class is like, so you know we're not just like making this stuff up. Yeah. So one of the things we like to do at Open House is we like to bring in some of our alumni. So you get a more candid, firsthand experience of someone else's time here. I have no idea what these people are about to say. I just ask them to come and speak about their experience, and I do that intentionally because I really just want them to say what they truly feel is important to them to say. So the first person I'm gonna call up is Candice. Candice is a veteran. I don't want to steal too many of your thunders, but she just graduated in November, and she has passed her exam. She is licensed, and she has started a mobile massage practice already, website and all. So that was probably your whole speech, but
I wasn't going to even say nothing about that. I had my first client today. And
Yeah, and many more to come.
okay, so they wanted me to speak about what brought me to FSM. And like Gerald, I was in the military for 13 years, and I had to get out because I was having neck issues. And degenerative disc disease, herniated discs, all of that. And I used to just walk around, like, you know, and I felt like trapped inside my own body. Got nerves burned in my neck, got steroid injections. It was just waiting for the pain to come back. So I started getting massages, massage and acupuncture. And now, as you can see these shoulders, they drop down. It really helped me a lot, and that really opened my eyes to like wanting to understand how the body works. Why was I having all this chronic pain? What could I do about it? And seeing how massage helped me, I wanted to be able to provide that to somebody else. So that's why I came. Funny story though. I'm from Micanopy, which is right across on the other side of Florida. I'm sorry, on the other side of the prairie. And I used to come by here. I used to ride by. And I used to see the hands, and I'm like, I used to think it was a psychic center. That's what I thought at first. But I used to say to myself, like, I don't want to go to that school. And I was young. I'm probably like 7 or 8 maybe. And we used to ride by whenever we come to Gainesville. Like, I want to go to that weird-looking school with them hands out front. But I didn't think twice about it. You know, you're a kid, you just say stuff. So went to the military 13 years. Super militant, super like, I can't be late, I can't do this. Like, why y'all walking around barefooted? You know, stuff like that. But, you know, I wanted to like deprogram myself, demilitarize myself. So I was like, maybe that can help me. And I wanted, you know, just to be able to learn myself and be myself again. Because I was a robot, you know, like left, right, left, you know, all this. It was just, I didn't realize how bad it was until I was telling the class one time. I came here also, my wife went here 2 years ago, she graduated. So she's alumni, and that also, she helped me with, you know, she came here to help me with my pain. And now I'm here 2 years later. But anyway, I got ADHD too, so I forgot what I was saying, but anyway. Shout out to ADHD. I forgot. But I just wanted to get a greater understanding of it, and it helped me a lot. And one thing I love about FSM was I was just me when I got here. I really was. I was just me. And when I left, I was a better me. And I got my 2 buddies over there. We call ourselves the 3 Musketeers. You see right there? Yeah. It's like you make lifelong friends, and you get to like be yourself, like truly be yourself. If you're having a bad day, you just show up, and Candice is having a bad day today, and it's okay. Like, if you fall asleep in class, you just fall asleep in class, you know. Somebody might take a picture of you. But, you know, it was nice to be me and find me throughout this process. So I think that's it. And I'm just, y'all just sign up. Just sign the papers and just, you know, just do it. It's a great experience. Like, you'll get to learn massage, but you'll get to know you, who you are. You'll get to feel how do I feel inside my body? Oh, I didn't even know that hurt. Like, I didn't feel that before. And now it's like, I'm feeling okay. You know how you feel, as before you just like moving through life.
It's like distressing.
Yeah.
Like letting go of stress.
Yeah, and just like finding what makes you happy, finding what you like, finding what you don't like, all that stuff. It's just, you learn to like sit with yourself and really figure out how you feel about things, how you feel about massage, how you want a massage. They taught us that too. Like, you learn how to use your voice. Like, I don't like that, too much pressure, or could you go over here? And you're not used to doing stuff like that, you know. You don't really think about it. So it helped me with all that. And, you know, Tilly's Mobile Massage, if you need one, you know, look me up. Call me.
Thanks, Candice. I couldn't have written that better for you. Just kidding. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. And so next, we also like to bring back an alum that's been around a minute, that's not so freshly graduated, that's been out there, been doing the thing, been practicing for a while, just to hear what that experience is like. So our next alum is Sonia. She started massage school here 8 years ago, this coming January class, and has a thriving group practice here in town. So I'll just let her tell you the things.
That's it. That was my speech. Hi, I'm Sonia. Nice to see all of you guys here. I'm so glad that everybody came tonight. I'm always so excited whenever I come in and see a wide variety of people. Like I said, I graduated in 2017. I'll just give you just a short, I worked for 20 years at UF before, so I came from the world of office work. So in my class, it was super cool. We had people that were 18 into their 60s. We had people that were fresh out of high school. We had people, just like what Gerald said, from all walks of life. So first and foremost, you're going to love the inclusivity and the different walks of life that you're going to get to know. Sometimes it's weird and uncomfortable because people are coming from so many different perspectives. And then other times, as you meld and grow together, you just really appreciate, and then you take that out into the world. So this was easily a fantastic experience for me. 6 months comes and goes very quickly. It's a lot to learn in a short span of time. Some people are glorious overachievers and may pass the first time on their test, and that's great. I'm here to tell you that if you're not one of those people, I'm not one of those people. It's okay. If you have a desire to learn and succeed and have a career in this industry, this school will support you. They will help get you there. If you're willing to put in the work and the time, they will assist you in getting you there. So the return on your investment of yourself will be fruitful for you. Some people, when they come into this program, have no idea what they're going to do. They are here as a pit stop in life because they're not sure what direction they're going in. Seems like a good thing to do. Some people may decide to go the day before school. Some people and that's great. That's wonderful. Some people, for me, I'm a planner, so I had to plan for about a year because I had been in office work for a long time, and my last position was going to go away with a budget cut at some point, and I was tired of moving around, and I was tired of feeling like a cog. I was always great at everything that I did, and I took great pride in that. But every position that I took, I realized more and more there wasn't room for individuality and personal growth. And it was always a little bit disheartening because I like to grow things wherever I'm at. And this school, if you want to grow where you're at or spread and grow, they will support you. If you want a career in this field, they will support you. You have to be willing to support yourself and do the things, though. They'll give you the tools, and then you go out into the world, and you can take this career and you can work for somebody. Some people really need to be working for somebody. That's great. There's a lot of options. You want to have your own business. There's ways to do that. When they tell you here that you can do anything you want to with this career, truly, you can apply it in so many different ways. You can have 20 things on your business card. You can have one thing on your business card. You can do a mix of mobile and in office. You can work for a sports team. You can work for a resort. You can travel. Shoot, one of my classmates, she came up from the Keys. She went back and worked at the Keys, making really good money, working for 4 or 5 different resorts. She went out to Denver and worked for resorts there. She makes good money. That's great. She travels. She does a lot of extreme sports. It supports her lifestyle. There are some folks that are very part-time that do other things. In my group, I've got a therapist that is also an artist, so she works part-time because that's what her body is able to do, and then she does other things for money too. So it's really a fantastic opportunity to personalize what you want to do with yourself, and for those that want to be able to give care, this is a fantastic career choice. For me, I was kind of a late bloomer in realizing I was just great at everything that I applied myself to, but the more I went along, the more I realized I wanted individuality, and I didn't want annual reports on myself. I was tired of hearing about my glorious resting bee face. When I'm massaging people and their face down, nobody cares. It's great. I make them feel good, and whenever they come out, they're like, you have a face? I don't even know. Like they're just loopy and just about need a cigarette. It's great. So, all of those things that I ran into in the traditional workplace just really don't exist in my realm now. Because even though I didn't pass my test the first time, I took it a second time, because you can take that test as many times as you need, I believe. I had to wait like 30 days in between. Do not recommend waiting. I waited a year after I graduated to take my test. Don't do that. Take it when you graduate. You'll forget so many things. But even if you don't pass it, take it again. And the support is there. School helped me with that even. I had classmates that helped me with that. I'm very good friends with a lot of the people that I went to class with. One of them wound up being my business partner. So I do own a business here in town. We have eight treatment rooms, several different therapists. We have some that share a room where there's 3 therapists in a room, some where there's 2, some where there's 1. So I wind up with a lot of newer therapists in like my 2 and 3 person rooms that are looking to build their business, get their start. And then some wind up going on to own their own business. Some decide they want to work for somebody. So it's a good place to figure out what you're good with, because some people have fantastic business acumen. Some people need more regimen than having their own business provides. So really explore yourselves. If you're going to come here, do it. Commit to it. If you want to do it, they'll support you. If you take your learning experience and maybe you have some spots you need to work on, you'll work on them, and then you'll do it again, and you'll feel good and confident when you finish this program. And there's people on spectrum, people with all kinds of anxiety, learning things. I'm a basket case myself, so I'm not a social butterfly, but I work on people and touch people all day long, one-on-one, and it's very fulfilling. And I get to help people with their physical issues, mental issues, and there's a lot of people that come through my group that have been coming for years, so I guess I must be doing something decent. And I still am intertwined with the school, so even once you leave, it is a community. If there's something that my group can't do, I turn to my alumni group, and I have full confidence and faith that I can refer, even if I haven't met people in that alumni group, because the base here, the heart and the base is the same across classes. You're going to learn different things from different instructors, but the body mechanics and the teaching you for the long haul of a career is stable, and it stays class to class. So everybody that's here operates with those principles. So it's a really fantastic start. If you're looking to have a career, this is a great way to get it started. So sign up, follow your heart, do what you're going to do, and enjoy the ride. Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Sonia. I appreciate it. And, you know, just, it just gets me every time I hear the testimonies. Just sometimes I don't quite get to hear everything that same way and in that quite concise of a story. So it's always exciting to hear the walks that brought people here, the experiences they had, and oftentimes the outcome is pretty similar of like, I found myself, I got to be myself, I got to do the things I wanted to do. And no matter where, in which way they ended up doing massage. So thanks y'all. Want to give you all a little bit of information about the financial aid and what those things look like. We're just gonna gloss it, snip it, and then, you know, individual situations may vary. So that, again, that's where the tour really comes in great, is to be able to come in and sit down and talk one-on-one with financial aid. But David is going to come and give you that snidbit.
How is everybody today? Good. Who here has heard of the FAFSA? Woo! It's super fun. It's super free. Here are some of the things that we offer for financial aid at the school. We offer FAFSA. We do the GI Bill through VA, vocational rehab. We do WIOA. It's like a federal program that helps people enter the workforce through trade schools, so they help financially a little bit. We have a scholarship through the school. So there's a few different options for financial aid as well. We offer interest-free payment plans and things like that as well. So I know you'll probably have like a million questions, and I would love to sit down with all of you and just go over it. And probably my number one advice is just fill out that FAFSA. I know it's intimidating. Feel free to call me if you guys need help or you're stuck on a page. But people who thought that they were not eligible for any help have ended up receiving a lot of help. So it can't hurt, and yeah, I think that's everything. Perfect, thanks.
So if you got one of the packets that we were handing out when you came in, we have a full program catalog online that just gives you everything about our school and our program. It's on our website. There's a QR code over there that'll take you to the page if you need that. We do have a couple copies of the full catalog if you'd rather walk away with a full version of it. What you have there in your hands is a little bit of a snippet of the catalog that really just covers the courses as kind of a breakdown and description of what we have here in the program. And then has our future dates, so it shows all the dates for 2025. Every program, as CJ mentioned, is 6 months, and you get a 2-week break in the middle of the program. So those 6-month periods and the 2-week breaks are all in that packet. So if you're kind of planning your life and looking ahead of what that might look like for you, that information is there. And also the financial aid information that David just provided is the very last page, front and back. And again, these are just kind of some glossings of the different financial aids. I think there's a lot of things that David didn't mention. He mentioned some of the big name brand financial aid options, but there's many, many more. So if he didn't mention it, don't think that it's not there. Come meet and talk with us. Along that same vein, some people that came tonight I imagine might be numbers people, and they want to hear some of the nitty gritty about the profession and you know, is this a good career move for them? So in 2024, massage therapy in the United States was a $22 billion, that's billion with a B, dollar industry. And that was only approximately 25% of the people in this country got massage. So only a quarter of the country got massage, and it's a $22 billion industry. And over the next 4 years, from now until, actually 3 years, from now until 2028, forgot we're in 25 already, is expected to grow at least another 30%. So, you know, it's a continually growing industry. And there's some reasons for that. One of the things is just an increase in awareness around massage. Not just massage, but self-care. You know, these are starting to become more socially acceptable buzz terms in our community and our society around taking care of ourselves, being aware of our body, doing the things that are good for us, lasting the long haul. So massage therapy comes right into that industry of things. The other thing is acceptance. People are starting to accept alternative healthcare more. A lot of folks in this day and age are tired of the Western medicine system, and I'm not saying that throw the baby out with the bathwater type deal, but I'm saying that like there are alternatives. Our nations even recognized that several years ago when they passed some legislation related to the opioid epidemic that's going on. They incorporated in a requirement, a mandate for primary care physicians and other prescribing medical professionals, ones that are going to prescribe opioids to folks. They are required, they're mandated to talk about alternative healthcare options, massage, acupuncture, things like that are not, strong pharmaceuticals that are going to potentially help people get better. And then, the last thing, of course, is stress. The world spins faster and faster and faster, it feels, as life goes on. You 20-year-olds don't know yet, but I'm twice your age, so I'm feeling it. And, it's stressful. It's a fast-paced world that we live in, and it doesn't matter where you fall with any particular thing or topic or whatever, there's stress in our lives. And people are more and more and more aware of that. So all these things lead to the culmination that this is not only a growing industry, it's a very fulfilling, valid industry and a service to the world, to the community. One of the things that I always tell my clients, they find out that I was in the Army and then I came to massage. They're like, how'd you end up there? But one of my favorite things to share is like giving people a massage, no one's ever mad at me. No one's ever mad at me, ever. That's a great feeling, just to be able to go to work, see folks, help people. They feel good, I feel good, they're happy, they're giving me hugs, they're bringing me cookies, all the things, and they pay me for it. So, it really is a service industry, it's a giving industry, it's a healthcare industry. We're healthcare professionals. So I don't really have much more to say about how great massage therapy is. And at this time, we're pretty much at the end. We're going to linger a little bit. Instead of doing big question and answer session here, we're right on schedule. So we're gonna linger a little while. So Billy Joe, raise your hand. I mentioned her to my group. I don't know if this group's tour guide mentioned Billy Joe.
Our group loved the other group.
Anyway, so Billy Joe's here.
We love you.
Are you still going? No. She's our student services advisor. So as you become enrolled here and you're going to school here, she's the one that kind of supports you going through the program. We're all here to support you, but she's kind of like your primary point of contact for that. So she's here to help and answer questions if you have anything that you want to talk about. She's here. Sonia's here. I'm going to put her on the spot. I imagine she's available to be talked to and asked questions of. Candice too, since she's not paying attention. Yeah, you. Yep. She'll be here being herself, so go be yourself with her. David, yep, and then Sarah over here with the refreshments. Both of them are in financial aid. So if you have questions about your financial aid, general, specific, whatever, they're the folks to go talk to. And then of course, CJ over there. In admissions, so questions about coming to school, scheduling a tour, scheduling a financial aid appointment, anything like that.
Dreams of your future, your fears, what we can conquer together.
Thanks, CJ. So we're going to hang around. Feel free to come. I'll be here. Come ask anybody anything. All the students that are in the back giving you chair massage tonight are current students in the program right now. They're here doing an amazing job, getting extra hours, and meeting all you lovely folks. So feel free to grill them as well. I put it on them. So get some massage, take some cookies, talk to people. Thank you so much for coming. I hope to see you all very soon. So we're gonna pull 5, y'all. So, right?
Just kidding. Focus.
Okay, so raffle tickets, I forgot about this. So we've got 5 gift certificates we're gonna give out individually. They're to the student clinic, so you get to come and get a free massage in the student clinic. And the first person is, I'll just read the number, the last 4, 6282. Yay. Thanks again, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Thank you.